Happy New Year, everyone.
All right, so we're in 2017.
Here we are.
And we want to start this year out right. And one of the things that we really appreciate and enjoy talking about is our culture. Our culture is really important to us, and I know that word gets thrown around a lot, but it is super critical to who we are and what we do and why we do it. So we want to do a short series here. Hard to say how many, but we'll go with 6 to 9 vlogs about what's important to us and kind of what makes Compass tick. So the first one we want to start out with is something that is really just indigenous to Eric and I, and that's that we are strategic thinkers. It's actually in Strength Finders, which is a book by Gallup. We've taken the test, and we both come up as our number one strength is strategic thinking. So this really is born out of who Eric and I are. And so we get our group together and have been doing this for 7 years now. Get our group together and we use a tool that I want to give Eric an opportunity to talk about because he discovered this in his MBA program.
I did. I actually learned something in college that we use. Shocking to imagine that. But it's called the Balanced Scorecard. Didn't invent it. It was invented actually by GE in the 70s. But it's been really effective for us because what we were looking for at the time was a way for us to do strategic organization and structure, set goals that you could count, and mathematical accountability. Get no numbers. If you don't keep score, you play a different game, right? So we want to have a way to keep score about the life that we were leading at Compass, and so that the company would grow in the right way. But because what we didn't want to do is become all about numbers. We're about people. We're about relationships and helping people set their goals and achieve their own personal goals and dreams, direction, destiny. That's who we are. But we needed a way to kind of help the company keep moving that way without becoming weird or sloppy or cold. And we found this tool actually is quite effective at that because while it takes what's in our heart and lays it out through our head in a way that makes sense so that everybody else can understand it. It helps us make decisions and set goals that we can achieve. 2 kinds of goals. You have projects that come out of it, and you have metrics where you kind of keep score. And so we have that throughout the scorecard. But the structure of the scorecard we found really cool. It's basically, if you think of it like a ladder, the goal of the company, overall company, is to be successful and healthy financially and culture-wise. But to get there, you got to climb the rungs of the ladder. Well, there's basically 3 rungs in the ladder that we talk about a lot. The most important rung is our clients, our customers. Without them, we would have no reason to be here. Literally. So we set projects and goals that relate to helping our customers be the most satisfied. So the next question is, well, what does it take to have satisfied customers? Well, you got to have the best systems in your company to have the most satisfied customers. And that's great. So what?
You have to have a good service.
You got to have good service. If your service design is lame, if you're sloppy, or not just in how you do it, but if you're just chaotic and you don't know where stuff is and you don't have it all organized and put together in a way that's effective and efficient, well, your customers aren't going to be happy. That's the second rung. The third rung is also important because you could have a wonderful system. Think of it like a car. You could have the coolest car in the world, but if your driver doesn't know how to operate the vehicle and they're not a safe driver, it's not going to be a pleasant ride. So the third rung is about having the best people. Great people and great systems produce great clients and produces a great company. So that's the overall concept. And we've been doing this now for 7 years. We're in our 7th year now, and we've had some really tremendous output. We've had some great goals. We do think we have a great company, and we're stronger financially now than we've ever been before because of all this. But we want to talk about some of the cool outcomes of the customer and the system and the people rung really quickly, just so you kind of know where we've come historically and how in the years to come, why it comes out of this. So customers.
Yeah, so customers, one of the things that we put together really quickly is that our clients like to be together. They like community. They want to belong. I think it's something that we all want, is to feel a sense of belonging. And so this is one place they can absolutely belong. They should belong in church and other civic groups, but they also should belong here at Compass. So Our proms, our monthly birthday parties, and even our community retreats were something that were concepts that were generated and then projects that were carried out over the last 7 years to build a sense of community and give clients a sense of belonging.
Yeah, and those projects wouldn't have come to pass if it hadn't been for the strategic planning process that we used. So that's the customer rung. The system rung. Why don't you talk about the systems that we've come up with?
So back to just wanting to create a good service that clients would be happy in. We did a ILS service redesign. We wanted our services to have a forward thinking, not just something where a client may stagnate or kind of get stuck, but one where they could continue to progress and see progress in their lives, and we could really celebrate that. So we've looked at different ways, and we've worked on a kind of a redesign to have ILS look different than SLS, truthfully. And then we also had QSP really come out of it. Our software product, there's a whole vlog about kind of some of the things we're adding to our software product, but this is become a really instrumental piece of our organization and how we communicate. It will even grow this year in how we communicate with QSP to our staff and even to our clients in months and years to come. And then we also developed our own assessment tool so that when we were bringing a new client in ILS or in SLS, we'd have a good way of getting to know them and making sure that they're a good fit for us and that we're a good fit for them. So those were some of the systems that have been built out of the strategic planning process.
Yeah, and they've all been really, really effective in helping us generate the experience for the clients that we want them to have. Talk about the people that operate those systems and the people goals and what we've achieved.
Well, one of the things, obviously, I think the critical piece of this is training. And so as we've wanted to develop our team, we introduced a 3-day foundations or a 3-day initial training, the very first training that our staff get. It was originally about 5 to 6 hours. Well, we now still do that 5 to 6 hours, but then we do another 3 days after that once they've had a chance to kind of get to know us. And we find that to be super effective to get people better trained and better understand who we are. Compass Loves You also came out of this people rung, an ability, a place where we can store trainings and informations and videos and one-page handouts so that people can, no matter where they are, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, go find the information they need to serve clients well. And then we also brought back All Hands. This is a quarterly event that we have where we bring everyone together for 2 hours. This is just something that we really want to do to make sure that our teams stay connected and stay focused on our clients and also on the important information at hand. So that's our people.
So yeah, that's just a smattering of the things that have come out of our strategic planning efforts over the last 7 years. It really has had a profound effect on us. In future vlogs, we're going to talk about this year's some of our goals. This year, we're not working on a lot of projects. We're still kind of finishing up projects from 2016. Renaissance. We always thought that would kind of carry over, but it's carried over a bit more than you think even than we imagined. But it's that crucial of it'll have been probably the single most important project I think that we've attempted throughout the scorecard season. So anyway, so that's kind of it about the scorecard.
Yeah. So like Eric said, we'll be having more of these. Our next one will be about our strategic plan or our balanced scorecard for 2017. So stay tuned for that.
All right.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.